Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, welcome to another day of triathlon training. I'm at the track this morning. If Boris Johnson can drive 7 miles to go for a bike ride, then I can drive 6.8 to go for a run. So 5k on the track this morning. I haven't done a 5k test in 2 years, with me trying to do some sort of structure running wise. It's really hard when you don't know what like your threshold is or your 5k time and so on. So the idea is that I'm going to do a 5k today and hopefully retest it in 4 weeks, 8 weeks and 12 weeks, hopefully get down to about 13 minutes and 5 seconds like Mark Scott did. I have dragged Hannah out this morning, so some of you might recognise Hannah from October time. We ran a marathon, didn't we? Hannah's a bit of a freak of nature in that she's really naturally good at running. She put a lot of time in her teenage years. If I let her have the floor now, she'd tell you all about the time she was the national cross-country relay champion under 13 girls, wasn't it? And I was actually here at Berry Hill in Mansfield. She doesn't actually mention it, I just bring it up every time we talk to anybody about running. So I think the title of today's video will be a 5k time trial with a national champion. Does that sound all right? Yes. Right, anyway, so I'm pulling out all the stops today. I've put new socks on because new socks is morale. I've got the Hoka shoes that I haven't actually worn yet, the carbon plate, etc. I thought I would be silly putting fast shoes on for just a 5k on the track. But Hannah's brought her spikes today.
Looks like a style.
Yeah, you did do that for the shot, didn't you? I mean, talk us through the preparation, Hannah. Is that
It's all in the mind.
Yeah, and in terms of how long a lead time we've had into this, I couldn't sleep last night. I was awake at like 2 AM and to be honest, I couldn't face the long run this morning, so I thought, right, okay, I better do a 5k. Messaged Hannah about, what, 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now 10 o'clock and we're here doing it. So in terms of psyching ourselves up, not a huge amount of leading time, but we're going to give it a good go, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, warm up, few strides, shoe change, 12.5 laps. Let's go. Hannah, talk us through your spike length selection today. What was the thought process?
I've got a few missing. The only ones I've got in my spike bag are 1 inch.
Yeah. I don't think they're allowed on the track. So you've got some spikes, not all of them. That's fine, absolutely fine. Okay, so let's talk expectations and managing expectations. We've done the warm-up, done a few strides. We did 200 meters, what we hoped was going to be 5k pace, and we're about 5 seconds down, so that's not a great start. However, 2 years ago, I finished first at a park run. Some of us might have won national titles. Some of us have finished first at park runs. And I did that in 19 minutes dead, and that's pretty much my fastest 5k, other than phase 1, Daniel, 2008 when I ran 18:47. I think I was 17 or whatever. Anyway, so I'd be happy with sub 20 basically, so that's what we're sort of going for. About 93 to 95 second laps is around there, isn't it? That's the plan anyway. I don't know what that is per mile. I'm just going to lap it every 400 meters. Yeah, so 2 years ago, 19 minutes. I haven't done one since. I've done a few track sessions and Strava's told me that I've run like 18:40 something, but I don't really take that as gospel because I think the GPS loses you on the laps, doesn't it? Hannah, you did a 5k a year ago?
Yeah, 22 something.
20 something on the road. What was the course like? Was it flat or not? Or?
Flat as I could find.
Okay, right. And that was on your own, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm actually quite interested to see how Hannah goes. Hopefully she does about 3 seconds slower than me, but if she beats me then I'll give her a clap and pretend that I'm happy for her. So, but anyway, yeah, there's only a little bit of wind, so I think we're gonna try and take turns if we can. It's so hard to know if you're not doing what pace you're running, so we're just going to see how we feel after a lap or two and just, I don't know, see what happens. I'll probably start dead hard and then fade. Right, we'll see on the other side. I'm not carrying a camera around because marginal gains. Okay, the sweaty faces might give it away. Time trial done and dusted. Hannah, how was yours?
All right, 2 minutes off my last 5k time trial last year.
All right, you're playing that down. 2 minutes off the 5k time. That's absolutely crazy. So you ran, what was it?
20:27.
20 minutes and 27 seconds. Now Hannah has quite a full-on life with family and work and so on, and there's only, well, you've been running consistently since the beginning of this year, haven't you?
Yeah.
You ran every day in January,
Yeah.
then you've sort of carried that through and got a regular amount of miles in.
Yeah.
But it just shows just consistent training and that base when you were national champion at 13. You know, really just lasted your whole life, doesn't it? So that's incredible. A lot of people work for ages to get a 20-minute 5k, so well done. I ran 19:37, which, yeah, I'm chuffed about, to be honest. I said at the start, like sub 20, so that's what I've done. So it's the line in the sand, isn't it? Somewhere for us both to start and come back to in, I don't know, another 2 years. Yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, that is it for the time trial. I think Liz and I are going out for a little bike ride later, so I shall see you there. See you later, Hannah.
Bye.
Okay, so proper breakfast done. So I only had a small breakfast before that run because I was nervous. Elizabeth, what's happening?
Just looking out the window.
What are you doing?
Having a snack.
Looking out the window having a snack. What specifically are you watching now?
My chicken.
Doing what?
Just having a little peck around in the garden, look.
You see it down there,
She's busy.
little ginger rat down there.
Didn't say that.
Anyway, some upsetting news for Elizabeth. I've actually dumped her, not permanently, but just for this afternoon. Had a better off, haven't I, Liz?
Yeah.
One of my cycling buddies is going to ride out with me this afternoon. So, Liz, you're going to go for a little local spin yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think
riding solo this afternoon.
I think what's going to happen is I'll go out for a ride, come back, and Liz will be like, "Oh, I'm not quite ready yet," and I'll still get out to go, get to go out with you.
I'm going in a minute.
All right. We'll see. Anyway, see you out there. So before you all go in on me for ditching Liz, you've got to understand, I got a message from Wayne, something along the lines of, "Mate, I've seen you doing an incredible 5K today. I want you to talk me through it lap by lap, with the ups and downs." So I had to come out and talk to him, no Wayne? Is that 10%?
I went, yeah.
10% of that true?
Yeah. Come on, Fatty, let's have it.
Yeah, it's probably a bit more accurate. So yeah, we're out for some, what did you say, gentle hills?
Gentle hills.
They're not been very gentle, not very gentle to me anyway, but no, it's absolutely brilliant to get out in the hills in Derbyshire again. Just going to mow these people down. Oh yeah. Yeah, great ride. How far are we going? What are we doing?
Probably about 30 miles.
What? You said a short ride? That's about 4 hours at my pace.
Yeah, it's probably not before 3,000 foot climbing, somewhere around there.
Excellent, lovely. Well, I'll leave the stats on screen from the ride now. Thank God I've got a YouTube channel, so I was like, Wayne, can we just ease up a bit so I can do a little clip, please? So I might use that card again later on. So yeah, I will see you at the end. Oh, well, I know why nobody else will ride with Wayne now. Gentle climbs, he said. 2.5 hours, I'll leave the stats on screen now. 2.5 hours, just under 4,000 feet of climbing, 40 miles. 16 miles an hour is the fastest speed I've averaged in the peaks for a while. My normalised power was 275 watts, so that was fairly intensive, but I did have a tempo ride on the plan today, so it's good to tick that box. Great ride, Wayne. That's a great day's training for me, the end of a cycling block. So next week on the bike is a bit of a deload week, so I'm going to use the opportunity to do a little bit more running and try and soak up those gains. I'm going to look at my this week's training tomorrow in tomorrow's videos. I feel like I've already gone on quite a lot today. You've probably all switched off by now, so I look forward to that tomorrow. And that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Liz has been out as well, done 16 miles on her own. She made sure to remind me that she'd done it all on her own. Whatever. Yeah, give the video a like if you haven't already. It helps other people discover the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Laters.